Hey there, good evening, welcome back. Alright, tonight we are continuing our playthrough of Final Fantasy Renaissance. Daniel, good evening, how's it going? What's good? Yeah, Final Fantasy Renaissance. Final Fantasy Renaissance is good. Let me get switched over here. We're going to be continuing right from where we left off last time, but we're gonna take a little detour here at the beginning. Where are we? There we go. So we are going to controller. Hello. Continue with our run. We're going to try to get through the tower tonight. But yes, that is the detour I'm talking about. We're going to go back to the Sea Shrine and try to grab the ribbon first. Because I think, it's probably going to help. It's probably going to help when you're not particularly good at paying attention to what's going on in the game. It's good to have all the help you can get, and a ribbon might just do the trick. Right, so, yeah, let's do that. We're just going to run back through here. Drum up a map real quick. All right. Yeah, the ribbon is so strong, having it will make a big difference, I think. I mean, the ribbon is one of those items throughout all of Final Fantasy, right? That it's just top tier. It's one of those top tier Final Fantasy items. For a long time, I used to think the ribbon, the Genji glove I think appears in a couple of games and is always really top tier when it does. New magic. We can kill this thing. We're getting really close to being done with this game, so I'm hoping we'll finish it this week. That'll get us off of the 1.3.3 client and onto a client with a 2 in the number would be really good for us. It's got some great quality of life fixes, some great bug fixes. Oh no, that actually might be me. That might be on my end. Because I forgot to turn a few things off. Like I forgot to quit out the Xbox app, but most importantly, I forgot to turn off my OneDrive. And sometimes OneDrive just decides to do a complete backup for me every night, and if I don't turn it off before I stream, sometimes it causes an issue. Oh, happens to you every time. Regardless, hopefully it doesn't last super long. Here we go. Back to get our victory march up. Oh, one ran away. We are getting to that point in the game, aren't we, where a lot of things are going to be like, hey, you know what? I'm thinking better about this fight. Maybe I should move off. Was saved at the town, so I'm sitting. Oh, awesome. You're in the shrine. Alright, I know we want to go down. It's on like the next to the last floor or something. We have ice now. We can actually use an ice attack on these water things. Gonna turn off encounters after this fight. Always forgot that's an option. Wait a minute. That's an option? Turn off encounters. Is that on the... Are you playing this or are you playing the Pixel Remaster? I didn't know that this game had those kind of options. New magic. We're just gonna keep using Victory March because why would we not? Oh yeah, I got rid of the ability to use lightning on speech. You're on Pixel. Okay, that makes more sense to me. Now, if those options would get added to this version of the game, like in a 3.0, I would not complain. It might be fun. Just a regular attack brings her bravery up 65%. I'm just going places because I may have bypassed half the treasure in here. I thought the Pixel Remaster was the most straightforward run I've ever played, and I did it on Steam and 100%ed it on the first playthrough. So I thought that was pretty easy. I had to do a little bit more grinding to get all the achievements on Final Fantasy II Pixel Remaster. It was a bit more work, not a lot, but a bit. The only thing that really became time-consuming was you have to get a spell to max level. And so after finishing the game, I had to go back and grind a spell up to max level. That was the only thing that took me any time there. Now, 3 is going to be a different story, I think. I'm not sure what the achievements are in 3 Pixel Remaster, but if it's anything at all like the 3D version of 3, it'll take thousands of hours to get 100% on it. Yeah, that's true. Switch doesn't have achievements, which is unfortunate. I know a lot of people don't care for achievements. I'm kind of an achievement guy. I use it as a reason to continue playing games that I've played a million times before. I got very lucky on my first playthrough of Final Fantasy I. It only took me about 15 minutes to get Warmech to finish my bestiary. So that was pretty fortunate. It may have taken a lot more grinding if that hadn't happened, I suppose. Because there are times I've heard of people just trying to find Warmech for like hours on end without ever having any luck. Did get Skyrim on Xbox for some achievements or points. See, I have a purple pixel. That's what that's called, right? Purple pixel syndrome. You're in love with the release of endorphins you get from the achievement. What's in here? Did I get this one? Yes, I got this one. Fight number 22. New magic. I think it would be interesting to play a randomizer. Like, how early could you end up running into Warmech somewhere in a randomizer? That is a dead shark. I think I have most treasures, but I know I did not go out of my way to find all of them, obviously. The randomizers are only your key items that get randomized. Interesting. Alright, so I'm on the right floor now. I might need to give her some healing soon. She's starting to drop a little bit, and Smeech is poisoned. Instead, we'll have her heal Smeech to get rid of the poison. And then, hopefully, the other two will die. And with luck, she'll go before Smeech does. Nope. Pure, there it is. Smeech. Go ahead and heal Smeech a couple times here. We've got plenty of these. We're going to buy more soon. That's good. Out of town when I saved. My chests are empty. I think I know which box it's in. I believe it's in the room right above you. Okay. Oops. I guess it doesn't matter who you fight. The left chest. Excellent. We will find out. Should be a nice, simple fight. One more round. It is definitely dead. Magic. Healing bolts. She can actually try to heal herself a little bit there. And maybe an extra 5 points if he actually sings his song. Nope. Nope. Oh well. Also on a trap tile, so you may do this fight a couple of times. Oh, yay. Hey, look at that, level 30. I'm okay with doing the fight a couple of times. It's a simple, it's a real easy fight, so it's not going to hurt me any to get a little bit of extra experience from it. Hey, you even sung Angel Song right off the bat, so that's great. All right, Edward, kill the shark. Game music seems a little bit, it might be a little bit louder. Let me go ahead and turn it down a bit here. And my microphone might be pointed the wrong direction also. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better. New. We've got our angel song, so let's go with dexterous, I guess. It's not going to matter because it's the last round of the fight. Dexterous is such a good song. Game could go a wee bit higher, but you're much better. Okay. I may have turned it, like I turned the game down, so I may have just hit it a little bit low. Let's try to get it to go right. Oh, that might have been just a little too far. There we go. Let's try that. That's looking like it's in about the right spot. Oh yeah, we've got to drop something for the ribbon. Who has something to drop? Last time we talked about dropping the black shirt. Nobody can equip any of these, right? Nope, nope. Seems like a good mix. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. What do we want to do? Drop silver helm or... Oh, who's got the silver helm? Oh, you've got a silver helm. I think we're going to put it... I know it would probably be smart to put it on our tank. Hey, Delson! Delson, good evening. Would protect the Dark Knight. I think you're probably right. I mean, the tank is the one who's supposedly going to get hit the most often. I wish I could get 4, because it would be great to have Smeech better protected. We're just going to have to be really careful about making sure Smeech's health is always full. So let's drop... We're going to drop the silver helm. We'll pick it up on our tank. That way he's as well protected as possible. There we go. We're going to call that good. I mean, it was as close to a tank as what we've got. Smeech always be dying, though. We do need him alive. But he also actually gets hit surprisingly the least, but he does die a lot. Because he's got so little, well, I was going to say he's got so little health. But Edward's only got 1 point of health more than him. I really, really wish I had a thief right now. Would love to be able to get a 4th one. I think you need I think there are 4 in the game, but you have to have a thief to get the last one. Want a version of this game with 5 slots? Ooh, so you want it like you want a Final Fantasy 1 remade in the style of Final Fantasy 4, where you have 5 characters with a front and back row? I would play that. I would play the heck out of that, honestly. That would be so cool. Don't remember finding a thief ribbon? I'm pretty sure there is a thief ribbon. I'd have to go back and look at the... I know somebody has made a list of everything you can find with the thief. I'm almost certain there's a 4th ribbon. I could be wrong, though. It's been a long time since I looked through that list. A real long time. Right? Final Fantasy IV, 5 characters. Did we have 5? Did we have 5 and 6 also? I feel like we had the option of 5 characters and 6 as well. It has been so long since I played Final Fantasy VI. I love Final Fantasy VI, and I think it's arguably the best of the Final Fantasy games. And if it's not, it's at least in the top 3. And yet, it's one of the least played Final Fantasy games for me. Six is just 4? Okay. So is 4 the only one where you get 5 characters at once? Because it's I mean, this one's 4. Is it 4 in 2 has 4 also, I believe? I'm trying to think. I can't think of how many you can have in 5. Now 5, you know what? I said 6 was the least. 5 is actually my least played. I've only ever finished 5 one time. 10, 12, and 13 are 3. Now that, I remember that about 10 and 10, 12, and 13. You're right. 12 is the one that I keep blocking out of my memory. Even though I think it's a better game than most people give it credit for. Never finished 5? Maybe that's going to be... You should definitely play 5, Delson. I will warn you, though. Be prepared to grind towards the end of the game. The final boss in 5 is... like, that's a killer fight. I don't know if you remember when I played it on stream for the first time. A little under 8 years ago, I played Final Fantasy V on stream. And half of my... because back then I was counting the deaths. Do you remember that? I counted my deaths, my total party wipes for all of the Final Fantasy series. I don't know if you remember that I did that. Half of my wipes in Final Fantasy V were on the last boss. Yet it can be soloed at level 7 or some shenanigans. I'm sure it can. If you know how to play the game properly, you can probably get through any of these games that way. Like, I know there's a way you can glitch Final Fantasy IV and finish the entire game in like 3 minutes. So there's some crazy stuff that you can do with this series. I'm thinking I picked up the ribbon. I picked up the ribbon on my Death Knight. Did I actually equip it? I may not have actually equipped it. Upset that Chrono Trigger was only 3 characters until you discovered the combo attacks. So, Delson, have you played... Oh, why can't I think of it? So there's a game that came out just recently. I started recording it and never finished recording, and have not gone back and played through it. But there's a recent game that is basically an homage to Chrono Trigger, like in its play style. Oh, why can't I? Sea of Stars. Thank you, Sea of Stars. If you love Chrono Trigger, you should try Sea of Stars. And if you have Xbox Game Pass or PlayStation Plus, you can play it for free. Well, for the cost of your Xbox Game Pass or PlayStation Plus. I think it's on your list. What I've played of it was really fun. I did not ever get around to finishing it, but I did think it was going to be a great game, and I have no good excuse for not finishing it. Have it installed, but yet to open it. That's the story of my life. I looked at my Steam stats the other day. You know, I own over 300 games on Steam, and almost just under 197. 197 of those games have never been played. That's a lot of games. I have a small problem. I used to pick up games on Steam every time they went on a sale there that if it put a game under $10, I would pick it up if it was on my wish list. Now there are 100 games on my wish list. Oh, interesting. What a great way to use ChatGPT. Have trouble playing anything on Xbox without thinking you should be playing Baldur's Gate 3. I've had the same problem for a long time with World of Warcraft. I have trouble playing games when I'm not streaming without thinking, oh, I should be playing World of Warcraft because I, pay for it. I don't really pay for it, but I kind of pay for it. If I could ever just let my subscription go and be good with that, I would probably play a lot more games. We should probably go ahead and jump into an inn real quick, just so that we can save and make sure it's done. And I still need to double check that I've actually equipped the ribbon. Think I'm done giving Blizzard money. So that's what I with World of Warcraft, it's one of those games that I don't actually pay for it. Thank you very much to the WoW token. I don't actually pay money to continue playing World of Warcraft unless I want to buy the expansion. There's a new expansion coming out. And I didn't buy the last expansion. It was given to me. If people would stop giving me the expansions, I might stop playing too. And then I would go back to playing Final Fantasy XIV, which is a game I absolutely love. I love Final Fantasy XIV. The only reason I don't play it is because I can play WoW for free. Sure, free lemonade just isn't the same. True, your account stays there forever. That you're right, because listen, I've been playing the game. Hits its official 20th anniversary this year. 20 years I've officially been playing that game. That's official gameplay. Now, keep in mind, I was a beta tester. Well, even before beta, I was a paid alpha tester for that game, and so I've been playing that game for 21 years, and that's a lot of my life. Wait, what's free now, Delson? World of Warcraft is not free. I pay for it by being really good at making gold in the game, and then using it to buy WoW tokens, which you can turn into game time. But if you want to try playing Final Fantasy XIV, it would not be particularly blind accessible, I'm afraid. But you can play it for free up to the beginning of the latest expansion, I think. Wanna like and play 14, but I'm really cheap. See, that's my problem. I love it. I don't have any problem with giving it money at all, except that I can play WoW for free. If I couldn't play WoW for free and I had to choose between which one was gonna get my money, it would be Final Fantasy 14. I did equip it. Good. Here we go. Let's get out of here. We gotta go back to the tower. We've got a tower to get through. Man, it's been a long time, I feel, since I tried to kill a dinosaur. Should I try to kill a dinosaur? No. No, we've got a tower to do. Can barely get through 12. Fair enough. And it's only going to get harder because every single game that they make now is active combat. I'm really hoping that we see, you know, in Final Fantasy, we're losing Final Fantasy to action combat. Like, that's just going to happen, and it's going to continue happening. I'm really hoping that we will get more stuff like Octopath Traveler and like the remake that they're doing for Dragon Quest III. Stuff like that that can be set to being purely turn-based. Because the nostalgia factor is what gets me, really. I'm just a big fan of the old-fashioned turn-based games. And I love strategy RPGs, too. Give me a remake. Why have they not done a remake of Final Fantasy Tactics yet? Done with new Final Fantasy? I think that's fair. I think they decided that it was time for them to move beyond some of their old fan base, and I can't fully blame them because that stuff sells now, but I'm never going to be super happy about it either. Oh, Delson, I don't even know if they have to do that. Honestly, I'm not even sure they'd have to streamline it at all. I think if they did streamline it, it would be great, but I don't think they'd have to get it to sell like crazy. I haven't watched the trailer for I guess, second part of Final Fantasy VII Remake. I will say this about the Final Fantasy VII Remake. While I don't fully love the combat, I think the storytelling in the remake for Final Fantasy VII is better than the original Final Fantasy VII. I know I'll get a lot of hate for that because I'm saying that out loud on the internet. And Final Fantasy VII is such a beloved game. For me, I consider it the most overrated of the Final Fantasy games. Not because I don't think it's a good game, but because I think its storytelling is mid at best. Man, I can just see the negative comments coming in. Oh, you meant the first part. See, I thought the first part was okay. The combat is not my favorite type of combat. I don't love the combat in that game at all. It's a beautiful looking game. If they could have gave me that game with an option to have the old school Final Fantasy VII combat, oh man, I would have loved that. Give me that game's graphics and storytelling with old school combat. I think it would be a wonderful game. Like, maybe in my top 5. But I think saying you don't care for the combat is completely fair. It's not the kind of combat that I love, but I guess it's made for a newer generation of players. So For some reason, Final Fantasy VIII was your favorite Final Fantasy story. It's a good little story. It's got some decent characters. It's a little convoluted, not as convoluted as 7, but a little convoluted. I'm still going to stick with 6, 4, and 9 as far as my favorite stories go. They're sure they're really tropey, but I like tropey. Don't care about 16. So 16, I have never played. I played 15. I thought its story was fine. Again, it's another one where I'm just not a big fan of the present. I'm not a fan of the presentation or the combat in that game. But the story's good. Don't know if I like anything about 8. 6 was your favorite story. 6 is a great story. It should be. It's basically Magitech Star Wars, right? It was the only one where the world actually ends. It really was final. Kefka's a great villain. Enjoyed playing 13 more than 8. So here's another hot take for you, probably. People will probably consider this a hot take. In my opinion, 13 is the most underrated Final Fantasy game. A lot of people really hate on that game for being a corridor simulator, but I think that the gameplay, core gameplay loop is really enjoyable. The story is decent, not outstanding, but decent enough. The characters are interesting enough. Unfortunately, the lead character is the least interesting character, and there are 2 characters that drag the game down significantly, and you just kind of wish they weren't there. And they could have left off the 13 Part 3. 13 Part 3 is the worst game in that trilogy. Wish I could have gotten 13 to work on your PC. I think you can get 13 on... Maybe not. Maybe not. I was going to say I think you can get it on the Switch, but maybe you can't. Six's playtime is crazy. So I named my daughter after Final Fantasy VI. So that'll tell you how much I enjoy the game. Oh, I guess everybody's healed. I thought... stupid eyes. Sometimes I just can't read numbers super well. FF9 Zidane is your favorite all-time Final Fantasy character? Zidane is great, but if I had to pick a character from that game to be my favorite, it wouldn't be Zidane. I mean, I like Zidane just fine. But Garnet and Kina are both better characters. Personal opinion. Just a personal opinion. It doesn't really mean anything. Celeste or Terra? For me, it's going to be Celeste. I prefer Celeste to Terra. But for my daughter's name, neither one. My daughter's actually named after the song that is sung in the opera. So the opera that appears in Final Fantasy VI is, I guess it's called the Dream Oath Opera. and the song in the portion of the opera that appears in the game is called the Aria di Mezzo Caratere. And now aria is a generic term, but that's where I got the name from. So I named my daughter Aria. Where am I going? I don't know. I'm just wandering around like a crazy person, not even paying attention to what's going on. I like Locke. I like Locke a lot, especially if you take the time to see his whole story. So Realm, because Final Fantasy XIV has a new expansion coming out this year also, and Realm's character class is the new class being added to Final Fantasy XIV. I feel like Cloud is the worst main character. He's so tropey. I mean, you don't get much. If we're gonna argue tropey characters, you don't get much more tropey than Cecil. Like Cecil is a character so defined by a trope, it's ridiculous. Although the brooding hero, Cloud is the absolute definition of the brooding hero. Oh, Daniel, you don't have to worry about it. We'll find our way through here eventually, right? You play with the dog. Dogs deserve all the attention. And I don't know that there's ever been a dog who didn't deserve some attention. Cloud's story is like that's one of the things that annoys me about Final Fantasy VII. I think I'm slightly annoyed by the fact that in order to really understand Final Fantasy VII, you have to play other games. You have to play other games, read books, and watch movies and all that. It's something I never liked. I swore I had to go outside here. I mean, I did it once already. Yeah, I'm just going up these stairs. I just walked around because I wasn't paying attention last time. At least Cecil covers two tropes, brooding hero to redemption. As much as 7 doesn't stand out for me now, at the time I swooned so... Oh, absolutely! I bought my best friend a PlayStation. Oh, yes. Now, let's give Final Fantasy VII the credit that it's due. Final Fantasy VII basically, I don't know what the market was like in Japan, because I don't know that JRPGs ever lost market in Japan, but JRPGs were almost dead in America, and Final Fantasy VII like rebuilt that entire market here and was essentially a system seller. The moving Final Fantasy from a Nintendo system to the PlayStation made the PlayStation. Now, possibly that's an argument that I could have with a game historian where they'd be like, no, you are way overestimating the impact of Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation sales. But to me, it always seemed that way. As a guy who was directly selling games, working at Toys R Us, Final Fantasy was a big draw for the PlayStation. The whole life is giving attention to the dog. Don't worry about him. Good. That is that is the kind of person I want to have around here, honestly. I mean, even if you moved, when you moved into the next generation, when you moved to the next generation of consoles, and it essentially boiled down to PlayStation 2 versus Xbox, there was a split. If you were a shooter guy, like if you were somebody who played a lot of first-person shooters and preferred the action games, you went Xbox. But if you were an RPG player, you went PlayStation 2. Can't wait till your guide dog. Oh man, I can't wait either. And I don't even get to see your guide dog because you only come out here like once a year or so. It'll be a good day, man. That'll be a good day. This fight is going to go a couple of rounds, so we're going to be a little careful here. Start with Angel Song and get some regeneration going. Xbox only had one good game, and it was Knights of the Old Republic. I won't argue that that wasn't a good game. Knights of the Old Republic was a great game. I'm not... I had some games for the Xbox I thoroughly enjoyed. Knights of the Old Republic was definitely one of them. Original Xbox had Elder Scrolls 3, yes. Which I never played. I never owned that. I did play most of my RPGs on the PlayStation 2. Let's go Forbidden Spin here. It's a double white shirt. 2 damage. They already went from doing 20 damage to 2 damage with one application of the white shirt. Certainly the only game I ever owned. Yeah, there were some other decent games. But there weren't a lot of good RPGs on the original Xbox. In fact, I think there's if you watch a lot of RPG content on YouTube, there is an RPG creator, I think it's Eric Landon. Is that right? Am I thinking of the right guy? I'm hoping. He does a lot of RPG content. In fact, his whole channel is just all RPG content. And if I'm thinking of the right guy, I might be getting two guys confused because I follow a guy that does RPG content and a guy that does heavy metal music, and they have very nearly the same name, and so I always get the two confused. And he's got a video that ranks literally every JRPG that ever came out on the Xbox. Went from Nintendo to PlayStation exclusively. No Sega, no Xbox in your house for years. I had the I was one of those guys who went Nintendo 64 because I was a Nintendo guy. I was already a Nintendo guy, so I went Nintendo 64. And then Final Fantasy VII came out, and my best friend was like, "You gotta play Final Fantasy VII with me. Here, let me buy you a PlayStation." Because I couldn't afford it at the time, so you can play Final Fantasy VII with me. And then I was hooked. So the next generation came out, and I was a PlayStation 2 guy. I did pick up an Xbox because I worked. I ended up working for Blockbuster Video, and I bought an Xbox that they were getting rid of used. Loved one game on Nintendo 64, Mario. Me, you're talking about me. I am talking about you. So there were a couple of games I liked on the Nintendo 64 because Mario was great, but GoldenEye was amazing. And my absolute favorite game on the Nintendo 64 was Shadows of the Empire. Traded in all the excess Nintendo stuff for PlayStation and Final Fantasy VII. I mean, that could have been a good trade, but it's one you probably regret at this point. I don't know. Most people probably are not as sentimental about their nostalgia as I am. Played a Pokemon game on the 64, and that's all I owned. Lots of GoldenEye had friends, too. The only Pokemon game I remember playing on the Nintendo 64 was Pokemon Snap. I think there was a Pokemon Stadium game also, but I never played that. Pokemon Snap, though, played the heck out of that. Oh, they're scorching me for like 3 damage at a time. It's painful. The most painful thing about it is how slow it is. 22 though on Smeech there at the end. That wasn't good. Kept all the games you cared about. Oh, well, that's good then. I still get very upset because about 3 or 4 years ago now, I moved. So at one point I sold all of my old games because I needed money. I desperately needed money to pay bills and keep my house. But about 3 or 4 years ago, I moved and I had a binder with like 40 PlayStation 1 and 2 JRPGs in it. And somehow that binder was lost in the move. I've never rediscovered where it went, and now I don't have them, and I'm very sad. Let's go ahead and do an Angel song. Well, so Delson, what level were you at? So my characters are level 30 at this point. All their defenses should be starting to get pretty high. It's been a slow playthrough of the game. And, you know, my Death Knight cheated a little bit by going and eating a ton of bats. Adjusting for level is still definitely better at fending off magic. I just tried to hit Cerberus's with fire. So the 7 damage that I just did makes total sense. 413, that's more like it. Final Fantasy 1 through 3, Zelda, Crystallis, Secret of Mana, Chrono Trigger. That's all I remember now. Kind of over-leveled now, so my attention should be a straightforward run to Chaos. I would hope. Final Fantasy 1 tops at level 50, doesn't it? Now this could be a little harder. I should run from this fight, but I'm not going to. Oh good, it ran away. Now, where I'm weak, Delson, is physical damage. Anytime anything hits Edward, it's like he just got punched in the face by the Hulk. 9 man cats, or whatever those green ones are called, that have so many spells. They are terrible. They also can poison, can't they? More upset about the 100-gallon fish tank I had full of old VHS kung fu movies. Oh no. Most of which will never be ported to DVD. That's one of the reasons I love my capture card. I spent a lot of time capturing all my VHS movies onto digital when I first got my capture card. Beastmaster would control a man-cat and have 3 rows of spells to choose from. Good grief. Forbidden Spin doesn't do a lot of damage unless you build it up really high, does it? Oh, Smeech fell asleep. That doesn't happen often. He's the only one who would because he doesn't have a ribbon. Yeah, I want to get into some fight and just like something good, like a really good fight. And I want to use Flurry on my Dancer until I get to a 300% Forbidden Spin just to see what kind of damage it can deal. There we go. I probably could have gone through that fight a little quicker if I had really worked at it and done things a little bit more intelligently. I don't know how long this fight's going to last, so I'm going to cast that Victory March right from the beginning. All right. Ooh, Delson, guess what I just got? I got a new 4K external capture card for my MacBook. So that if I go on the road again, if I can replace the screen on my MacBook, I can hook the Switch up to it and do streams on the road. Right? I'm excited. It's actually, this is my second external capture card, but this is the first one I had that actually has a USB-C hookup. Like it connects to my MacBook using USB-C instead of USB 3. So I'm pretty excited to give it a shot. I'm supposed to be reviewing it. So I need to get it hooked up and try to... Now, I don't really need 4K. I don't need 4K if I'm going to be recording off of a Switch. On the road again. It'll be a bit before I'm on the road again. Try out Apple's augmented reality thing. I can't see... It's $3,500. It's $3,500. There is no way that Apple's AR system is worth $3,500. It's just not possible. It cannot have $3,500 worth of technology in it. Benjamin, good evening. How's it going? You want Apple to go away? $4,500 after all the accessories. So all you're paying $3,000 minimum of that just to have Apple branding on it. I don't know if we need the Angel Song in this battle or not. Hey, always a good time. Always glad to have you here. Worth it when you get the state of California to get you accessibility. Okay, that's fair. If you don't have to pay for it, it's worth it. That's why I have a really nice MacBook. I have a really nice MacBook because I didn't pay for it. Yes, let's do some fire on the bad man. Ooh, 29 damage. Ouch, that hurt. Oh no, Apple products except that in your AirPods. I'm a convert. I don't even love. These are decent. What I've got on right now are open ear headphones. But I tell you what, these. I'm going to show you this. Consider this a review. This is not a sponsor or anything. These are my Shocks. It's SHOKZ. And they are bone conducting headphones. And I tell you what, this is the best headset I have ever owned in my life. And if I ever get a little bit of money, I will replace my computer headset with one of these, and I will have a second one of these for my office at work. And I would never wear anything but bone conducting headphones again if I can get around to it. They're only like $40, so very much. If you've got $40, you want a great set of headphones or headset even, because that will connect to your cell phone. I highly recommend them. Skills, go and hide. Let's end this fight. We've got so much to do, and I'm going so slow tonight. Can't mess with any headphones that aren't connected to me. So, and these are Bluetooth, but I'm not a big fan of in-ear headphones at all, and I don't love earbuds. These are around, they go around the back of your head, which I like, and they don't actually set on your ear. Like the ones I've got on set on the ear. These don't. These set right in front of your ear. And they don't block out any sound, so they're not going to be noise canceling or in any way. I got these specifically. My wife bought these for me as a gift because I'm a big bike rider, and when you're riding a trail, it's great to be able to hear other bikes coming up behind you or people trying to pass you or anything like that. Good conversation slows gameplay, especially when I'm playing. Man. You don't like earbuds either? Yeah, I just don't like the way they fit or feel in my ears. I'm not going to knock anybody who loves their AirPods or any kind of earbuds whatsoever. You know, to each their own. I'm not comfortable wearing them, and after about an hour, my ears start to hurt. I wonder if we could just go straight for the kill here. Convenient for work. I mean, that's fair. Needed something better to exercise and fall asleep with. I do have earbuds that I sometimes fall asleep with, and they're interesting. They're interesting because they're tiny. And they are meant to, like, they set way deep inside your ear so that you can sleep on your side and not feel it. They're almost like having a hearing aid. Like, that's how small and how far in your ear they are, like a hearing aid. So you can sleep on your side and you don't even feel them there. But I couldn't imagine wearing them all the time because you can't hear anything else while you've got them in. So I have a set of those old earmuff style headphones. I wish they weren't wired. Okay, here it is. My computer is too far away to use them now. Oh no. I remember this floor. I remember this floor. This is the floor where if you don't go in the right direction, you just go on and on and on forever, right? Squishy yellow earplugs when chopping trees? My wife used to wear a set of those to bed because when I was 307 pounds, I snored really bad. I don't have that problem so much anymore. I do not 100%. Up to over 2. Does it matter whether I go left or right? A 4x4 grid that wraps. So many, I had forgotten that so many of these maps do wrap in this game. They wear nose strips and she wore earplugs. We were, you know, I was that bad. I was that bad. I was bad enough I should have had a machine. And I never could get myself to sleep with one, so I'm very glad not to need that anymore. We're not going to get the bonus XP in this, are we? Yep, there it goes. Whew, that was close. All right, we're at a point now where I need to start watching a little more carefully. And not... We got to be real careful that Smeech doesn't die. That should do it. Excellent. Level 31. Okay, so that's 1. That's 2. Well, the next intersection is 2. Don't want to almost die every time I sleep. It does suck, man. Sorry that you got there. That's where I was, and so I understand. It is not a good place to be. And then were you like always tired? Because that was a problem I started having also, was no matter how much sleep I got, I was always tired. Victory March, and... Oops, not magic. Let's try this. We've got regen going, so when Edward can hide, he'll regen another 10 to 15 points before the end of this fight. Oh, maybe not. Though that air taking all the damage from the ice. And there we go. That's the end of that fight. Only really sleep like 2 hours. Oh. I feel ya. I go in waves now, and I don't know what it is. It's probably a chemical thing, but I go in waves. So a couple of weeks at a time, I'll sleep like 3 hours a night, And then I'll get into a spot where I'm like, I can sleep 11 hours at a time and need a nap in the middle of the afternoon. Now, the wizard vampires, they can cast something nasty, can't they? Didn't we learn that last time? Severe ADHD gets you through without being too tired. Man, I always assumed that people with ADHD would get even worse, like because they're constantly on the go from one thing to another. Like I would have assumed that they got tired even more. Oh, they just cast resistance to fire. Okay, we won't use fire on them. But we can still use harm. I hate doing it. I hate not doing it. Amen. I never want to go to bed, but I also never want to get out of bed. It's how I feel most times. Can't fathom sleeping a full 8 hours like it's recommended and normal. A whole third of a life spent asleep. Man, some of the best days of my life were spent asleep. 3 to 4 hours a night, but I do end up taking multiple naps on days off. Which, you know what? I have heard arguments for that being the actual best way to do it. Like, to sleep less all in one chunk and then take multiple naps. Took a 3-hour nap today, it's still sleepy. Ooh, what are these things? Like some kind of muck-looking monster. Slime. Just slime. You know, nothing special. Just slime. Getting up for the day around 8:30 last night. Wow. I ended up staying up very, very late last night prepping some printing for today. So I went to bed around 3:30 and then slept so much. I didn't actually roll out of bed until about 11 o'clock this morning. How are we looking? We're actually not bad. Not bad on health at all. Okay, you don't want to go physical damage on these guys, it looks like. But Mage Staff going to make short work of them. A couple of rounds of Mage Staff definitely will. So let's do this. Instead of having them deal physical damage, let's have them both heal. Actually, she doesn't need to heal much. Oh, we could use a big heal on Edward. Edward, you just sustain for now. And then we'll go with another Mage Staff. That should end the fight, I think. Dreams and nightmares that wake me 10 minutes to 30 minutes into sleep. Always have ever since I went, wow. Man. That's pretty crazy. Oh, is there anything? I don't know. I don't know anything about sleep medicine. I wonder if there's anything you could take that would stop that. Edward the Smeech hit 31. He's a morning person. No, not morning person. Delson, thanks for stopping by. Oh, you're getting ready to miss the boss fight. But have a good night. Sleep well, and I hope you have fun tomorrow morning. Lightning Fiend erupts from the Fiend's ball. So you have come this far. I, Tiamat, the Fiend of the Wind, will now put an end to your adventure. Let's go, Tiamat. Valor Minuet. Attack up. Yeah, just fight. Just fight. That's all we really need. Just fight. Hit it with Leviathan. Or Odin. Wind damage. Shadow images. That might be good. I'm just going to go with Golem here at the beginning. Critical hit. Excellent. There's our wall. Ooh, Bane. Let's try it. Because we have two people, I think. I don't remember who has the Bane sword. Which weapon is the Bane weapon? Evidently, I never bought Bane for my Death Knight. So go ahead and fight. Just to make sure. Bane. A sword containing death uses Bane. Bane sword failed on your playthrough? If it fails, it's not like we're going to be in real trouble. I don't think there's any chance that Tiamat's going to wipe the party. Terminated. Done. There we go, Delson. Worked for me. Excellent. And Perry's level 31 now. I have PTSD involving sleep too. Got attacked once while asleep in 2013. Broke my ankle, toe, arm, and got stabbed 3 times in the back. Holy crud. No wonder. No wonder, man. I'm so sorry. That is terrible. I am very, very glad you survived. But wow. Wow. All right, so that does it. That's 4. I want to see if we can kill these now. Nah, they're going to kill me. It'll be wonderful. I doubt it. Okay, 103. Ankylosauruses are just incredibly strong. They hit my tanking character for 103 damage. Grandpa waterboarded you to wake up once. People on that bath salt stuff burst into your house while I was asleep and jumped me. Good grief. So, something very similar happened, not to me, but to someone here in the town where I live, where 3 people broke into their house and started hitting this man and his wife. They were in bed. Started hitting them both with pipes and ended up severely injuring the wife and doing worse to him. And he didn't make it. It's scary. Man, to have to have gone through that, I have no idea how you move on past that. You're stronger than I am. Oh, I forgot we were going to do that. I should maybe stop attacking. Of course, now his evasion, I shouldn't have used the white shirt if I wanted him to be hitting my Death Knight. Actually, let's go save first and then come back and try to do it. Because that is the thing we need to do before we move on to the shrine. All right, Delson, have a good night. Sleep well, my friend. I could have popped a tent, you're right. I wanted to make sure everybody was well healed before we go try that. But let's go back. Let's go back and hit the desert. And see if we can't get 1,000 damage. Let's see if we can get 1,000 damage to our Death Knight here. We'll have everybody else focus on healing people up. Ooh, remove his armor. Let's do that after we... what kind of damage does a worm do? I wish there was a defend. Let's do nothing. Let's just do this. I'm going to use Flurry with her every turn. Increase Absorb for everybody. What's my best defensive song? Knights. That one. So the 8 points. She's still doing 37 points of damage. You know, let's just have her do the same thing. Do a nothing attack. We'll keep our regen going though. This may not be the best fight to do this on. I don't know how well the worm hits. We might be better off just winning this fight and trying to find a better dinosaur. Oh, they're gonna run away. Yeah, they both ran away. Okay, that's fine. We got 1 experience point for it. Let's try to find a good dinosaur that can actually hit us. Dane! I love how I start watching and YouTube is reminding me to protect my privacy. Here we go. Here we go. This is what we wanted. Although 2 would have been better. 2 would have been better, but this is fine. I am going to hit it with Flurry once so that we build up so that if we need to cast a heal, we can. Okay, there's our defensive song. Wrong person. Okay, that flurry did almost no damage, so we'll make sure we've got our heal at 300%. We'll receive a message when you succeed. Everyone knows you're a hacker. Oh no! People know. Alright, so it should just pop up at the bottom of the screen. Okay, you gotta stop hitting her. Okay, none of these things, it doesn't matter what she uses. You know what? I should have him... So, my Death Knight actually has a healing helm. I should have him use that every turn, too, just so that we're constantly healing. If it's ever going to hit anyone other than my Dancer. You can just stay hidden for the rest of the fight for all I care. My Dancer is going to take 1,000 damage in this fight for sure. I'm mad at YouTube. YouTube gave my puppy cancer. Oh no. I mean, YouTube isn't that bad. She is at 300%. Well, I'll wait for her to drop below 200 before I bother healing. Wow. Wow. That's what, 5 rounds in a row? 5 rounds in a row they've hit the Dancer? You might be right. That might be a better plan. Notice I don't have a puppy now. Maybe I should just let her drop. I'll just use heal here. We won't have her heal. I was really just afraid that we were going to need to be able to heal him up better. Don't have a puppy or a French face. Installed camera doorbells. Doesn't it feel like those are almost a necessity these days? There we go. 110. 1/10 of the way there now. Now back to hitting her. Don't say hello because then you have to say goodbye. I mean, goodbye is not that hard. Sustain, healing hell or healing staff. Oh, there's 78. We're not quite 2/10 of the way there. Or 1/5. My elementary math still holds up. I say I'm going out for cigarettes. Oh, it's doing less damage each time. That's not good. But we are 1/5 of the way there now. Keep wanting to go down to new. You can always get rid of goodbye and say, fare thee well. Yeah, slowly, ever so slowly, we are going to get there. It's just a matter of time. I mean, I am not going to go out of my way. I'm going to keep using whatever heals I've got. I'm not going to go out of my way to keep those two alive. But I don't think it's going to hit hard enough to overcome my healing on them. Not enough time left tonight to finish the run? Probably not. But we're gonna get into. I wish I had a quick save feature. You think we can do? You think we can get this done and do the shrine in under an hour? Do you think that's even a possibility? If we can get it done before like 1:30, I'll probably go ahead and get it started. Maybe I should stop doing heal every turn and just let them die. It will go a lot faster. There's another 80, so we're almost 3/10. Probably not quite. Yeah, there's really not much left to do other than finish this quest. And that was my plan. Finish this quest and then go into the shrine, see where we get. Spamming Forbidden Spin at the start of each fight. We could give that a try. Hey, there we go. There was another hit. That was a good hit. That was a nice damaging hit. Depends on how fast your party dies. I mean, if I don't pay any attention, we die pretty quickly. Especially Smeech. He's kind of a piñata. I mean, if we did manage to finish it tonight, then we could start another run on Thursday. Buy 99 bots before going? I definitely will. Still looking forward to getting a laptop so you can do a playthrough. I'm excited for you to try it. I think you're gonna like it. It's just so well done. another great big hit. Yes, that's what we need. I didn't see who that hit. Dinotopia. Cute movie. Dinotopia. Why does that sound familiar? Wait, someone did a remake of Zelda 2? I think I have downloaded somewhere someone did a remake of the Game Boy Metroid 2 game that was really good, that I downloaded and then never played, and now of course I think it's taken down online so you can't download it anymore. Hey, he's fully healed back now. Oh, hit Smeech. Come on. All right, in theory, he only has a 12% chance of hitting Smeech, or 12.5% chance. Whoops, don't fight. It would suck to accidentally kill him now. Oh, I definitely hope he won't run away. I don't think it, at this point, I don't think that's a chance, but. Zelda 2 Remake is actually a massive remake, lots of quality of life improvements, and tons of new areas. Spells all got renamed. Wait, I'm going to have to look this up. I'm going to have to look that up because, man, that sounds like fun. Dinotopia, based off the book series about talking dinosaurs living with humans. Like that Terra Nova show, but it stopped midway through the first... You know what? I did too, actually. That was a show I thought really was underrated, and then Revolution was another show that I really enjoyed that kind of ended real early and was pretty underrated. Okay, I don't know if it was underrated or if I just enjoyed it more than it needed to be enjoyed. Look up Pro Jared's play of the new Zelda 2. I think his latest videos have the info for the download. All right, I will look it up. Zelda 2 is my second favorite Zelda game. There was another good hit. Only has 2 videos of playtime so far, so he's still... Oh, nice. Yeah, it'll definitely be worth taking a look at. My second is Link's Awakening. My first favorite is Link to the Past. My second was Zelda 2. I did like Link's Awakening. I have not played the remake for that yet. You think Pro Jared is overrated? I enjoy most of his stuff. Oh, yes, that's the kind of hit we want. 122 damage. Turbo controller my way through 2. Pro Jared isn't my favorite streamer by any means. Just I knew it was a... Oh, he got hit. Still not quite at 1,000 yet, though. There's a place you can find the download info. I mean, I will probably go by and watch his playthrough of it. I still have to catch up on his playthrough of this. Missed. Excellent. I mean, if you're not going to hit our Death Knight, we would definitely prefer that you miss on anybody. Actually, right now we wouldn't. One long battle. I should retitle this particular stream's VOD to just one long battle. Watch the Matrick on stage guys play through Zelda 2. That was a brutal watch. He's so bad at the game. Oh, it's kind of like watching me play Final Fantasy. Do watch the VOD channel occasionally. Does a lot of content I don't care about. He thinks he's the peacock's tail feather when it comes to gaming, but he sucks most of the time? Oh. See, I never really got that out of him. But I guess I don't watch most of his social media stuff, I suppose. I am absolutely at this point hoping that I have not been hit and missed the message popping up. Like that would be terrible. Don't care about Pokemon, Yakuza, or any of that Japanese dating sim nonsense. I think the closest I want to get to a Japanese dating sim is if I ever play through Persona, which I have never done. Man, hit the right person. Come on. We'd let you know if the message... Thank you. I would appreciate it because I am very likely to miss it looking over at chat. I am definitely feeling kind of dumb that I didn't take your advice, though, and let the other people die. Doesn't one of my characters have an ability to, like, steal health from the other ones so that they would be closer to dying? That does nothing, right? Oh, it uses their life to damage the enemy. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So we'll just do nothing now. He's just going to take his time and kill everybody else before he goes back to killing the Death Knight. $75. We've got to be getting fairly close. Persona's about friendship, not... That's true, but that's as close as I want to get to a dating sim. Oh, come on. Wow. Like using items for no effect. Right? They just... It's like... feeling bad about itself. There we go! There it is. We can finish the fight. We finally took the damage we needed to take. There we go. We'll try fire. Only took 15 minutes. Hey, not too bad. Could have been worse. Now I'm thinking we've got to go back and turn it into the guy in the graveyard, which was, I think he's in this city all the way over here, correct? This city right here? Isn't that where the graveyard is? I hope that's where the graveyard is. Played Doki Doki Literature Club. I own that, but I've never played it. $686 last waltz. It was great, right? I mean, she was at like 280% or something like that on her. All right. Hell yeah, just go ahead and bite yourself, alligator. You should be able to kill the Hydra pretty easily because it's darkness. Let's go. Come on. Move faster. We've got things to do, places to go, chaoses to kill. All right, you. What? You actually managed to survive over 1,000 damage without dying? How? Obtain new job trait, Misery. Oh wait, is it Misery? Maybe Misery is the ability that lets me siphon health from my friends. Okay, it is 6 minutes till 1. We're gonna have to go. If we wanted to finish the game tonight, we'd have to go very late. Like, we're talking 2 a.m. Let's take a look in the status menu. What is it? Skills? Skills menu. Misery. This character's melee damage increases proportionally with how low their current HP is. Oh, okay. So we don't want to be healing him up much. We could buy the Dark Knight spells. There's not that many left, I don't think. What are we still missing? Level 5 and 6. I think we only found one level 7 and 8. Is there a second level 7 and 8? Evidently there's the level 7. To get blind. So we got to go back and find 5 and 6, and I have no idea where 8 is. So we need Elfland, Crescent Lake, and Lifen. Okay, we can do that. It's the one, that's the one where we have to walk halfway across the map, right? Let's actually go there first. Just sustain and just fight. Which 8 do we have? Let me take a look. Okay, the level 8 spell that I've got so far is In Dark. And I don't even remember buying it, so I'm not sure where we got it. Victory March right off the start. Love it. Okay, no problem. And, I mean, it might take me a little bit just to get back to my airship. Let's go with Angel Song. Why not? Not magic. Not magic. Magic is waste. I think on the next playthrough, I'm actually going to have to use a lot more magic. Where did I put my list? Here we go. Yeah, because Geomancer, Time Mage, we're gonna have to use actual spells in the next one. Oh, it doesn't tell you. No! Alright, go ahead and kill the gators, please. Geomancer, your spells are based on your terrain. I mean, that makes sense. We will check that city. It's not going to hurt us much to check on it. I really wish you could just, like, land right here. Save you so much time. Go back and check the mountain first. Mage, there we go. This, I think this is one that I got also. I was willing to go back because, you know, worst case scenario, we've wasted 10 minutes. Okay, let's check the mountain town. We're right here. Before we get too far away. Alright, spells. Black magic, right here. Was hard when I was young. Absorb, level 7. Do I have which? I don't remember which ones I have. Do I have absorb? Okay, so I have all my level 7s. So this is the level 7 town. There's not a, wait, there's not a second magic place in this town somewhere, is there? There it is. Here we go. This might be one that I missed. That's... There's our level 8. So now we need Crescent Lake and Elfland. Almost there. Wonder if they'll ever get cast? Probably not. If I'm being completely honest. I mean, you've seen how often I use my summons, right? Although blind would be really nice to use a few times. Oh, Melmond. So these I already have these. Wait. Stun. Yes. So all we need now is Melmond for the level 5 spells? Oh, hold on. We still have another summon to get too. We still need to go back and get the Bahamut summon. Oh, yeah, level 4. That's in. There's a second magic place in this town too. Next shop. up here? I can never remember where it's at. Yeah, there it is. Was it drain that I already had? I better double check just to be safe. I don't know if this one will let you buy the same spell twice or not. It is drain that I already had. So we want bleed. Steals 20% of target allies' maximum HP, restoring the user's HP by the same amount. Ineffectively. So it is a self-heal. Now we just need the 2 level 5s. We can get potions here too. So we do want our 99 potions. Done. All right, Melmund. Which city is Melmund? Is that the one right up here? Is that this city? Okay, and so that is all of our spells there. Now all we need is the Bahamut summon. Which I'm assuming we get by going back to Bahamut. Why can I never remember which island is Bahamut? Let's go in this one. It's the island with 2 holes. That's this one, right? I've been here like 4 times and I can never remember which one it is. It's pathetic. It's really pathetic. It'll be even more pathetic by this time in the next playthrough. New magic. We're just gonna fight. If Manticores were real. Oh, I don't want to. I've marched around in the woods enough to know that I don't want to imagine anything like that being real. I would have been dead a long time ago, I'm certain of that. Hold up. Before I get into this fight, although I know... Okay, it doesn't matter. I was going to say I need to go back out and save, but it doesn't really matter because it's not game over if we lose this fight. I'm not sure exactly where the... Do I actually talk to Bahamut to do this? I can feel the energy flowing once again from the 4 altars. You have done well. Are you ready for your final challenge? There will be no turning back. Enter the astral plane? Yes, there we go. In the beginning, there was only Cosmos, the goddess of harmony. She created the world and its people, and for a time, there was peace. Ooh, a fight. Oh, we fight every time I talk to one of these things, don't we? Magic attack up. Great. Frost dragons, huh? Okay. I wonder what the chances are of status effects on these dragons. Just out of curiosity. Two damage. The pain. I probably should have just gone ahead and done straight up attacks. 51, that's more like it. Now we've got some darkness on them. Terminated, terminated. That one survived. That was a nice, easy fight. But a darkness in the hearts of men brought the four fiends to this world to extinguish the light at the altars that gave Cosmos her power. The gas dragons were always the scary one in the game. Gas dragons. Morale and luck. Probably the worst song. I bet they can just wipe these guys. Magic. We'll do Angel Song for the fun of it. These are even weaker because these are volcano dragons. Oh, she did not manage to kill one though. I mean, it will die easily to the black shirt. I guess I could have used my extra experience point spell instead of rushing through it. Ooh, Smeech. Smeech, buddy. We're gonna have to heal after this fight. We just bought all those potions. We might as well put them to use. Here we go. 200 years ago, the last altar fell and her temple was consumed by darkness, giving birth to chaos, the dark god of disorder. Now we have some Valor Minuet for attack up. Zombie dragons. Zombie dragons, eh? I am mostly unconcerned. Yeah, that was a good hit. Didn't kill it, but it was a good hit. He definitely... Whoa, that was a very good hit. Oh, nope, go back. New magic. If we're going to do these fights, we might as well get the experience out of it. Yeah, I've got both of them on Smeech. Smeech carries around most of my usable items because he has not much else to do. I'm always concerned about using up his spells, and then I never use his spells for any reason, and it makes him basically worthless. He's like, I wish you would utilize me the way I was meant to be utilized. Cosmos embedded the last of her power in a special relic and gifted it to the first queen of Corneria. Her faithful servants, who used it to seal chaos in a time loop. Exposition that we didn't need. Oh, morale and luck again, yay. Here's your gas dragons. I don't know what to use against gas dragons, so I'm going to go with fire. You know what? Instead of Angel Song, let's just go straight into Dexterous and get our crit up, so that the two of them might have a better chance of just killing them outright. thinking what I maybe should have done was had Smeech go ahead and use healing staff. Because his casts right now don't seem to be doing a whole lot. Save ourselves a little bit of gold. Not much, but a little bit. If he gets his cast off, which I don't think he's going to. Oh, he is. Just sustain and fight. Oh, Smeech is going to get poisoned in the last round. Ooh, and took a ton of... He didn't actually get poisoned, but he did take a ton of damage. Look at that, level 32. Whoops, that was... I meant to go over twice. Good enough. Good enough. Let's go. Oh, we've got 2 more fights, it looks like. Hatred gives him power, but this relic alone can break the spell and end the cycle of death and rebirth. Yet in the wrong hands, it would only serve to free Chaos from his prison. I should stop doing that voice. It makes me cough. So it's just poison elemental damage. Blue dragons. Think it can do instant death. Not 100% on that though. Ugh. I don't like instant death. Instant death is one of those things that is very much against my style of game design. I wonder if they use magic or if they just attack. They use magic, so my white shirt's not going to help much. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't think we can evade thunder damage. It's the voice. It's the voice that did that to my throat. Smeech is gonna die. Well, Smeech is dead. Oh, yeah. Yeah, here he goes. Smeech is dead. Darn. We're gonna have to go and do it all over again. This is a hard little fight compared to the previous dragon fights. I maybe should have given them more credit. Now I'm hoping that it's just going to kick me out if I lose this fight. That's why I'm not bothering to heal. Because even if we do win this fight, we're just going to go straight into the next fight and let it kill us. Oh yeah, that thunder, man, it ripped right through us, didn't it? We actually won. Unbelievable. I'll read that when we get to it next time. Actually use defense for blue. Right. Yes, we will 100% be doing that next time. I did get a little too cocky there. Five hits for 5 damage. There we go. That's better. 310 damage. And then we need... It's the magic defense in this one too, isn't it? Holy crud! I didn't get to read the end. I didn't think there was any way. Oh no. Oh no. You're right, it was the misery buff. Oh my goodness. It is so worth it, but wow, I cannot believe that happened. I didn't think there was any possible way. I would have gone back and read the note. Well done. Now hurry, the path to chaos is already open, but beware, his servant yet await you in the time when everything began. Attain the summon spell Bahamut. Congratulations. I feel like there should be a question mark on the end of that statement. Congratulations, question mark? I love how it looks like my Death Knight almost has a halo on when he's walking towards the screen. Okay. We got to make it back to the airship. So we'll save and hope that we can run away. Can't run. I'll heal up if we die. Little Death Knight, give my essence to your speech once he has revived. I know you're the only one who lived, Death Knight, but you do not have the power needed to summon me before you are not the Smeech. Smeech is all, I'm not dead, I'm just swooned. He's so strong when he has no health. Like, he is so strong with no health on his... Oh, man. Unbelievable. Just crazy. I love it. Let's bring everybody back to life. Hold up. Yeah, we do want to bring her back. If we bring them back in the right order, they'll be in good spots. We shouldn't even have to adjust our party. Stay at this inn? Yes. All right. Well, we got Bahamut. We did our 1,000 damage quest. We've got all of our unlocked crystals. So that means we'll be back on Thursday, and we will finish the game Thursday night so that we can start a fresh run next week with a Knight, Geomancer, Time Mage, and a Trainer. And yeah, and there we go. We baned Tiamat with the Bane Sword. This was a great night. This was a great night. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me. I hope you're still enjoying this playthrough of Final Fantasy Renaissance 1.3.3. I will see you hopefully Thursday night when we finish the game. We'll play until we finish the game Thursday. So until then, stay sharp and be excellent to each other.